guys and girls, this is Pixel, and today I thought I'd bring a video of me showing you my Rocket League inventory on PS4, my inventory showcase. Now obviously I've got more stuff on PC, but I've done something to nothing montages, and I'm looking forward to doing another something to nothing montage on PC soon. So my items there aren't as stacked as this inventory, and recently I've done quite a few trades. Obviously I had the white Zomba donation from yesterday that really helped buff up my inventory, and I know what some of you are thinking. You're thinking, wait a minute, isn't this going to ruin your blind trading with fans if you just show us everything that you've got? Well, I've got two responses to that. One, my inventory is ever changing, so it'd be very hard to snipe an item. But two, the main reason why I don't think this is an issue is because whenever I do a blind trading with fans, I don't let anyone know if I change the filters, because there's so many different things you can do. It's very rare I'll do an entire inventory with crates on that you could go back to this video for reference. You know, I'll either hide the crates, I'll do exotics only, I'll change the filter somehow. So I don't think showing you my items is really going to be a problem for the blind trading with fans series. That will still continue, but basically this is more of a chill video because I am still a little bit ill, and tomorrow, if all goes to plan, I've got probably the biggest vlog that I have ever made in my life coming to this channel, partly because of some of the previous videos I made in this channel, and partly because of just how my life has been in general. You'll understand completely what I mean by that when the video comes out tomorrow, but it's going to be a vlog, my first one with the G7X Mark II for one, but also an absolutely insane topic that I'm really excited about. Now, I've got the breakdown here. My inventory currently is valued at approximately 1,200, possibly 1,100 keys, so over 1,000 keys at this point. So I'm going to show you my inventory and break it down for you. So we're going to start, I think the best way to do it, rather than the type, we're going to start with the quality of items. Now if we go to uncommon, I valued my uncommons at about 250 keys. Now most of them aren't that valuable, but the majority of them are painted, as you'll see, because I've traded up a lot of my uncommons to do very rare trade-up videos to try and get painted cars and stuff like that. So I think about 450 of these 500 uncommons are painted. Now obviously most of the painted items, they're not worth a lot, but you know, they add up here and there. You know, these alchemist wheels, probably 1 or 2 for a key, stuff like that. There's of course, I'm just going to scroll down through these quite quickly. The red chef hat, that's 1 or 2 keys. The Cromulon, not sure how you pronounce that, that's worth a key or 2. The Daichi wheels, they're good too. Then we go down, of course, we've got at the bottom, we've got Vortex wheels, which is obviously a main attraction of uncommons. Tunicas, they're worth quite a bit as well, and the unicorns, of course, as well. And yes, the Vortex wheels here. So with nearly 500 uncommons, most of them painted, I valued that at 250 keys. I think if I sold everyone individually to someone that wanted it, like someone who really wanted these traffic cones, I could probably get more than 250 keys, but at a base sort of retail value, I would say 250 keys. Now, I know there's going to be people who disagree with some of the prices that I've set on my inventory in this video. It's a combination of spreadsheets that I saw and rocket prices, even though I don't particularly like using rocket prices, and that's kind of like a shop price. So like, and it's, you know, when you go into a shop, you wouldn't pay the price for every item in that shop, but some people would. So that's the best way to do it. So 250 keys in my uncommons, and now we go to rares. So I've broken up the rares in terms of crates and other rares. Now my crates here, I've got a lot. If we go to type here, I've got 425 C1s, 2s, 3s, no 4s because of the white Zomba challenge, nitros, overdrives, couple PCs, and turbos. Now I've valued all my crates at 60 keys, which I think is pretty modest. If you think 60 keys, that's you know, just for a load of mixed crates, I think I could easily get that for some people, especially for these retired crates here. And obviously nitros and overdrives are still loved by a lot of people. There's just a lot here, so I need to do a crate opening video soon. And then my other rares, I've valued at 40 keys for all of that. And the values for the rares, a lot comes from the Wildcat ears, the Zeta wheels, and then just the rest is some painted stuff. We've got some drink helmets in there. And if we go up here, I think we've got some Asterios wheels as well. So all of my rares totaling at 100 keys roughly, and it would be difficult obviously to get 100 keys for these rares, but if I really put the hours in, I think it could happen. And now we're moving on to the very rares. I've got the breakdown on my sheet here. So my very rares overall, if I actually add them up, 10, 16, 31, 46, 51, 61, I think that's a 20. Okay, it's about 100 keys in the very rares. Mainly, we got fire plugs adding up at about 45 keys. All these fire plugs together with obviously the certified burnt sienna. We got 2 pairs of white, 2 crimson, some forest green. These fire plugs, they're looking awesome. About 45 keys for those. And then I think, like I said, I think it was 20 keys. I valued my hex phases out. We've got 2 titanium white ones, which are the main money makers. The grey certified one, it doesn't do great for value, but grey hex phase does look very similar to white. Purple, another good color. Forest green and red, 2 very good colors as well. So hex phase value at 20 keys. SLKs, I might have overpriced a little bit, but I valued these all together at 10 keys, which actually, given that there's 3 titanium whites, I think 10 keys is pretty reasonable, and the septums, these 3 at 5 keys combined. We got chakrams and troikas right now. If I go back up, we got the chakrams, which are, I valued all my painted and all my non-painted chakrams at 15 keys, helped heavily by the black chakrams, which are adored by, you know, if you like chakrams, you love the black ones. I've always liked the black ones. And then spiralis wheels, I think I've got down here as well. I've got these 2 wheels at 6 because these are the 2 most valuable and best looking spiralis wheels. They are retired, so they can't be generated anymore. As soon as all the C4 rares have been traded up in the game, which they might have already been, you will never ever be able to get a spiralis wheel again. Not in a crate, not in a drop, because all the C4 rares are gone and all the C4 crates, well, I suppose you could open it in a crate, but you know, when the crates are gone, you get me. The troika wheels, we got white ×3, we got a crimson one in here as well, and a load of other colors, so I valued these at 15 keys. I could probably get more to, you know, troika enthusiasts than 15 keys, but I think that's a pretty good one. Like, for instance, these 8 normal troikas right here, I could probably sell for a few keys each, and that's not to mention obviously all these paints. So I think 15 keys is quite generous, and my final total is 1,177 keys, but I think selling these individually, I could easily up the value to 1,200 keys. Now, my other very rares, you know, Toon Smoke, other Spiralis, Decals, Septums, normal fire plugs, boost trails, I valued at 10 keys with all these. Again, I could probably possibly get more for that, but now we're going on to the imports. As you can see, now get a figure in your head what you would think for these imports. I'm going to go through, we've got 2 animuses, the breakout painted set, which is pretty awesome, a load of data streams, which the value of it is of course hazy on those, a load of painted FSLs, more retired wheels, so same way with Spiralis, you can't get them again other than crates and trade ups, and we got some good colors in there, titanium white obviously being the main attraction for that, magic missile, some good colors, some good painted mercs, crimson mantis, obviously nowhere near as valuable as it used to be. I'm pretty sure that used to be about 20 keys when the car was new, now it's like 3 or 4, which isn't great. Neothermal, tachyon, and triplexes as well. So what would you value that at? Now, I'm having second thoughts, but the original value that I wrote down for this was 90 keys. You know, the breakout set obviously together is very valuable, but individually they're probably only like a key each, except for the crimson and the white. I think that goes up to maybe 2, but I think, you know, 90 keys, I could probably, as I said, individually selling, or if I had to like quick sell them, 90 keys I'd say would probably be fair, but I think individually selling them to people who actively want each thing, like if I sold all my tachyons to someone who collected tachyon boost, triplex, who collect triplex and stuff like that, I think I could probably push for 100 keys for all this stuff, especially stuff like the data streams, because they are still relatively new and people don't know the value, and if you're trying to get the FSL set, then some of these would be pretty good for that and collecting that as well. So that's the imports. I put at 90 keys, but I think that's very much a quick sell value. Now I went down to limited on my sheet, so we'll go with that. Beta Nugget and the Apex wheels I valued at 22 keys. I think on the split that's about 10 and that's about 12. I think I could possibly get more for Apex as they are generally going up. The Beta Nugget is a solid 8 to 10. It used to be obviously a lot more. On the PC especially, it used to be over 100 keys, it might still be, but about 22 there. And then if we go down here, there are a few other items in here with a bit of value. 1 key for each mount champion, 2 to 3 for the ninja, half a key for the RLCS, and I think a couple keys for the ZT. I don't think I've seen any price guide with the ZT wheels on them, so I'm not sure what they go for. Probably a couple. They don't know that great, but they are limited Zag toy items, which still haven't come out in Europe yet, which I'm really annoyed about. I want to do a real life crate opening. And then my other limiteds, including the ninjas, including the mount champion, the RLCS items, all of these I valued, I think, at Cold Fusion as well. 15 keys, making the limiteds at 37 keys. Now for black market, if we go here, I went to here next, I valued this at 90 keys. This was very easy because obviously there are a few items to work with, so I did just look up the general prices of things. I think Electroshock was about 10, Fireworks maybe 6, Heatwave 15, Hellfire probably 20, something like that. Tora, I think these two combined I set at 10 keys, because Tora is like 3 keys, if that. It's like the Labyrinth of the newer mystery decals, so about 90 keys there. And then my exotics. Now, I went through all my non-painted ones first, you know, the ARAs, discos, fidget spinners, particularly the photons, because like I said, when I I did have every exotic in this quantity because I did so many import trade-ups back in the day at the beginning of the year, and the buyer wouldn't buy the photons. He bought all the others but not the photons, so I have loads of those. I valued all of my non-painted exotics at 30 keys, so now we can make things a bit easier and go to the money maker of my inventory and go to the painted exotics. Now, I valued these painted exotics at 450 keys, so we'll see where the main ones are made up. Striker Dracos, I saw those at 40 keys, and I stand by it. I think it's a ×3 on such a high valued exotic wheel, so I put those about 120, but I think I undervalued a lot of the other ones. The titanium white loopers, they're going up a lot, they're retired, and white is very much in. So I think they're about, I think I valued only at 25 keys, but I think they could be a lot more. White fidget spin is the same. I only valued them at like 3 or 4, but I think I could get more for those. And then we look here, we've got white roulettes. Again, I think they could sell for quite a lot to the right person. Red as well. The white certified turbines, I think white turbines are valued like just under 20 keys, like 17 keys or something. I think I could get at least 20 to the right person. White exotic vortexes, they're pretty cool. You know, white vortex, one of the most expensive original uncommon wheels. The fact that it's now in exotic form, it just does look cooler, and some people would like it. And then of course the big boy, I can't remember what I valued this in the in my sheet here. I think I valued it at about 140 keys, but then of course you've got all these other stuff here, so that is that for my inventory at about 1,200 keys. It's by no means the most stacked my inventory's ever been. You know, I used to have 3 Crimson Dracos, White Dracos, and that was when the White Dracos were like 200 plus keys, the Crimson were like 100 plus keys, so my inventory used to be a lot more stacked, but obviously the White Zombas helps a lot, and just having a lot of stuff. So, you know, there's a lot to be won still in blind trading the fans. A lot of you like it. So that is going to do it for this inventory showcase. The reason I did this is that I've seen a couple around. My friend Quemsy did one, and a lot of you guys have asked for an inventory showcase of mine. So that is going to be that. But that is going to do it for this video. Something a little bit different, but like I said, hopefully if all goes to plan, there's going to be an insane vlog out tomorrow. But that is going to do it for this video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like on it. Subscribe today to join the Pixel Army. I've been Pixel, you've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.